Hi friends, welcome back to Table Full of Joy. I'm Cheryl. If you're new, I'm so glad that you joined us. So we need to make a really quick dinner. Hubby needed me to come with him after work to go do an errand. We just got home. He has to leave for Bible study in an hour, and so we are running short on time. So we did not have a chance to go grocery shopping. It was just not gonna happen. I was able to kind of scrounge through the freezer, the cabinets, and figure out I could found something else to fix for dinner tonight. So we are still continuing our pantry challenge. We have not grocery shopped yet. So we're going to continue to make a tasty dinner so we can get out the door, or he can get out the door quick to get to Bible study. So come on in my kitchen and let's make dinner. All right, so what I was doing when I was rummaging through my freezer to see if I could find something else that would get us through dinner tonight, I found a package of our favorite alfresco roasted garlic sausages. So I'm going to cook these. I have a partial package of, we're going to turn our heat down here real quick. That off the heat for a second. So I have a partial package of pasta. So we're going to use this, the last of this box of pasta, this package of sausage. Since we are nearing the end of our pantry challenge, fresh veggies are not really an option right now. So we are doing canned green beans, but we are going to dress them up a little bit with what we call liquid gold. If you don't know what that is or you're not familiar with that, it is bacon grease. So I keep bacon grease. When I cook bacon, I always manage to save it. And so we have our bacon grease. We are going to put a little bit of that instead of butter into our green beans. And when we did breakfast for dinner a couple of days ago, we had a couple slices of bacon left over. So we're going to throw that into our green beans to give a little bit more flavor to those canned green beans. We're going to add a little bit of garlic salt to them just to give a little more flavor to dress up the canned green bean itself. We're just going to slice these sausages real quick. One more to do, and then we are going to just throw these right into this hot skillet over here. We're going to get these cooking. Our water is already starting to heat up for our pasta. So we're going to get our sausage into our skillet that is already hot, and we're going to get these cooking. We're going to let these cook and get some good color. They're going to brown up for me, and then we are going to move on with our sauce that's going to go together super fast. Our green beans are, so we've got those on now. They're heating up. Water's coming to a boil. We're going to have dinner on the table in probably less than 10 minutes, which is exactly what I need tonight because he needs to get out the door. I still have some work to do, so we need to eat real quick. All right, so we have our green beans in a little skillet back here. We're gonna add a little bit of our bacon grease to these. We don't need much, we just need a little bit, just enough to add some flavor. So about that much. We've got our beans turned on. Our water is boiling for our pasta now, so we're gonna go drop our pasta in our water. So this is going to go together super, super fast, which is, like I said, exactly what I need tonight is a really, really quick, fast dinner. So we're going to go ahead and stir our pasta real quick. I'm not going to add any salt to our pasta because we are using our Better Than Bouillon broth. This has quite a bit of salt in already, so we're not going to add any more salt to it by adding salt to the water with our pasta. I think we're going to have plenty of salt, plenty of flavor with our sauce that's going on our sausage. We're going to go ahead and turn our sausage over. It's getting some beautiful color, which is what we needed. So we're just going to give them all a quick turn. Nice thing about this dish tonight, this is going to give my husband leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Since we have not gone grocery shopping yet. You can see what our sausage is looking like. Getting some nice color on it. We're gonna let it go for just a couple of minutes on that side, and then we're gonna start making our sauce. So by the time our sauce is done, our pasta should be done, our green beans are gonna be done. Like I said, we put a little bit of bacon grease in here. I had, as I said earlier, I had a couple pieces of bacon left over from dinner the other night. So we're gonna add that to our green beans to give them some extra flavor. We're gonna put in a little bit of our Johnny's garlic. Let's put a little of that in there just to give us a little bit more flavor. These are canned green beans. We want to add flavor wherever we can. So our bacon grease is starting to slowly melt into our green beans. This is a great way to like change up a packaged green bean. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and add our broth in now. We have 1 cup of our better than bouillon. Let's go ahead and get that rest of that out of here. And the other thing we're using tonight is, you've seen me use this chemos, I'm not sure how they pronounce it. This is the artichoke spinach. This stuff is amazing. I love all of their products. They're out of Beaverton, Oregon. They are they're gluten-free, no added salt, no added sugar, no MSG. So they really don't have anything bad for you in this at all. So I'm super excited to get to use this one, because we are going to add some fresh spinach to our pasta. All right, so we're going to put in a little bit of our spinach artichoke chemos or however you pronounce this. I really need to figure out how they pronounce this. But we're going to put this in. We want to make sure that we get some of all of this seasoning that's down in the bottom of this too, since we're not using the whole packet. We want to make sure that we get some of everything in there. Let's just go ahead and use our pasta spoon. We're going to kind of stir this around in here. We're going to give this just a couple of minutes for all of this stuff to rehydrate, for our broth to reduce down a little bit. Our green beans are doing amazing things back here and smelling super, super good. You would never know that those are canned green beans. With that bacon grease in there, with extra bacon put in there, that is just going to be amazing. We're going to go ahead and turn our beans down just a little bit, because they're pretty much done. We're just waiting for our broth here to reduce down just a little bit. We're going to grab our fresh spinach. We are using up whatever little bits and pieces we had left over from this month, that little things that we hadn't used or things that were still in the freezer. We're going to add some heavy cream so that we just have a really nice, rich sauce is what we want. There's just enough heavy cream. Perfect amount. So we're going to stir this in here. Let's go ahead and get our spinach put in. You want to kind of look through your spinach too. If it's been in your refrigerator for a couple of days, there could be some little spots where your spinach is not super fresh or not looking super good. So you want to make sure that you kind of pick through that a little bit when you're adding these things in here. Just make sure that we're getting the freshest stuff out of the bag. We're not getting anything that isn't super fresh. So if anything isn't looking super good, like I said, we're just using whatever we've got. Whatever amount of spinach we have is what we're going to make work. A few more little pieces in here. That one's not looking super good. Alright, so I think we've used up all of our spinach now. We used up our sausage that we had left in the freezer. We used up the last of our heavy cream we had in the freezer, or in the fridge. We're using up the last can of green beans we had, the last of the pasta. So this is another dinner where it's literally the last of everything. So we're letting this reduce down. We do have a little bit of Parmesan cheese, so we're gonna go ahead and add a little Parmesan cheese to this. And I think to make this easy, I'm just gonna put the noodles right into the sauce and just toss everything together. So while our sauce is finishing, I'm gonna grab a couple plates so that we are ready to plate this up as soon as our sauce is done. Like I said, we're just letting this sauce reduce down just a little bit. We're letting our spinach finish wilting down. All right, let's check a noodle and see how we are with our pasta, see if our pasta is ready. Almost. We're gonna let our sauce finish reducing down. It's almost there. I think we can go ahead and put some of our mozzarella cheese in. Just a little bit. I don't want this cheesy like a macaroni and cheese. That's not the texture, that's not what I'm going for. I just want a little bit of cheese in this. But like I said, we're not trying to go for a macaroni and cheese type cheesiness. We're just trying to give this some extra flavor wherever we can. A little bit more. I can really smell that spinach and artichoke sauce. It smells really, really good. I think that was a good complement to our leftover fresh spinach that we had. Let's give our sauce a little taste. Oh wow, that is super good. Considering that we are using everything left over. I mean, this is all extra stuff we had in our freezer, our pantry, our fridge. So we're gonna give our pasta a little drain. Okay, so we're gonna take all this pasta, we're gonna drop this right in here in our pan. A little bit of pasta water isn't gonna hurt. Pasta water actually has a natural thickener because of the starch that's in it. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this off because we wanna stop our boiling. We're just gonna use our tongs. We're gonna just toss this pasta around really quick as I slash it all over my stove. You can see how delicious this looks with our sausage and our spinach, our pasta. That's what you call a 15-minute dinner, using up whatever you have in your pantry, in your fridge, in your freezer, just trying to use things up. We're gonna go ahead and plate this up. Hubby's gotta eat and get out of here. So we're gonna plate up a little bit of this pasta. Like I said, I love that this is gonna give him some leftovers for tomorrow for lunch, since we are still continuing with our pantry challenge and we have not grocery shopped yet. So here is his pasta, a little bit of green beans with the bacon and that bacon fat that we put in here to kind of boost our flavor a little bit. And that is our 10-minute dinner. That is super tasty. This is gonna be delicious. I'm excited to eat this. So we're gonna get on with dinner real quick. I wanna thank you guys so much for joining me as we made a really fast dinner tonight. Since we were just having a crazy evening, we need to get something on the table. We need to eat and get about our evening. So I hope you guys will join me again in my kitchen for another quick meal or some other fun stuff that we're doing. It means so much to me that you guys would take time out of your day to spend time with me in my kitchen. It's such a blessing to me when we get to spend time together. So I hope you guys will join me again. As I said, please don't forget to give this video a like. That's how we help boost my channel and we get all these recipes out there for people to see. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the uploads as they come up. Have a great evening, friends, and God bless.